Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to snowy Moscow. Yes, today's the 2nd of April 2022, and it is snowing. It's been snowing all day. It's actually a little bit breezy as well, and I came to my kind of suburban shopping center to take you on a little bit of another walk around and see how it is today. Today's Saturday afternoon, so it should be a little bit busier, but based on the snow right now, maybe there's not too many people here, so it's definitely snowing. Since I left home till I got here, if you might have watched my previous video at the shopping center, you'll know that it was kind of blue skies and beautiful, and that was only a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to walk on inside and have a look at what's going on here in Moscow on the 2nd of April 2022. Okay, let's go on inside, shall we? Now, the first thing I'll kind of point out is, of course, this is the shopping center with the IKEA, which is closed. That's just off in the distance. And how empty the car park is today. Now, this place, very typically, especially on a day like today, even with the snow, there'd be barely a parking spot to find. Now, of course, with all of the sanctions going on, it's much emptier. Now, I would imagine a lot of people aren't coming out here because quite a lot of the stores are closed. Here's some taxis just pulling up. So, yeah, there's parking spots everywhere at the moment here. You can see they've not sort of plowed any of the roads and paths just yet. We'll just swing around to the entrance of the shopping center. I see here the Swedish flag is still flying, the Russian flag, and then the regional Russian flag is flying. There's 3 of them right there, and we can see Ashan just off in the distance. And of course, part of the reason why the Swedish flag is flying, someone did ask me this, is because Mega is a Swedish company that owns the shopping center in conjunction with IKEA. So they're still open, and they've actually vowed to stay open so that, you know, the everyday Russian person can still come and buy what they need to live, like supermarket things, day-to-day items. They're not going to close the shopping center because the sanctions have kind of affected them. So that's why that Swedish flag, let's kind of have a look at it, flying in the wind right here. You can see it just right there. It's very cold today. I'm going to head on inside now, straight away. So this is the main kind of entrance and food court area. Now, I'm not going to do a kind of detailed walk around here like I've done in other videos, but we can see Starbucks is closed over there. Saboro Pizza, Kraska Katochka, Gagwa, Po' Boy, Burger King, and there's also KFC upstairs as well. And McDonald's is closed, that's upstairs. And then we've got over this side a couple of sit-down kind of restaurants. The one thing here in Russia that's kind of probably a little bit different from other countries is they've got kind of formal sit-down restaurants in the food courts. So you've got this nice seafood one right here, and then Mensa is a sushi one that me and my wife like to go to quite a lot. That particular Mensa we've been to quite a few times. But you'll see it is quieter here. You know, there isn't, you know, really kind of every table taken up. But this is a big shopping center. So they do have a habit in Russia of overbuilding everything, you know, for the masses. Sometimes in this middle area here, they don't always have the tables and chairs, and they've got kind of different events sort of scheduled. But it seems that they don't have anything at the moment. That's why all these tables and chairs are kind of everywhere. And then very typically where the upstairs area is with McDonald's and KFC and Burger King, a lot of people sort of tend to stay sitting upstairs there on that second level. Up the top, there's kind of a fair bit of seating up there as well. So we'll have another keep walking around and just to see how it feels. But it's kind of semi-busy here, I'd say, not full at all, especially for Saturday afternoon. Now, I thought rather than me go to traditional fast food and have Burger King or KFC or something that you would think so obvious, I'd come here to the very famous Russian fast food, Korochka Kartochka. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. It translates to baby potato. Now, the guy on the logo has got a huge potato, but they're very famous for their baked potatoes or jacket potatoes with different fillings and ingredients. So I'm going to basically do my best to try and order something to eat, and then I'll show you what I've got. Здравствуйте. Let's have a look at the menu first, shall we, so we can get an idea. They've got some cakes and desserts, sodas. They've got like packaged meal there where you get a wrap and a drink. 85 cents, 85 rubles. So about 100 rubles to a US dollar. Baked potato for 105, 125. And then you've also got there one there with beetroot for 70 rubles. So yeah, it's very cheap actually. I mean, in terms of the food, and then you can actually choose the ingredients that goes right on top of your potato. And what's kind of the unique thing here, which they, you know, people kind of, oh, anybody could copy this idea, but they bake them in the aluminium foil at the back there, aluminum foil, sorry. And this is kind of their secret that's not a secret. Yeah, pretty straightforward menu. Baked potato with anything you like. So you've even got a cup of coffee and a wrap here for 139 rubles. So it's all very cheap. So good fast food, good Russian hearty meal, I hope. So you can see just off in the distance here, this would be my usual spot, or one of them, Burger King. But I've left it behind, and here we are having Russian fast food. Well, it's not really fast food, but it's definitely an enjoyable meal. Now let's have a look closely here. It was 224 rubles, so $2.50 pretty much. And I got a what's called compote, which is kind of like cranberry juice, baked potato with mushroom sauce, and I got an apple strudel, or like an apple dessert wrap, I guess, for $2.50. Let's see how it tastes. Now I have to say, for $2.50, this is a great meal. It's basically like a meal deal almost, you know. You get the potato, the drink, and the dessert. So, cheers. Yeah, compote is basically like a fruit juice, but it's a natural fruit juice. So this one's cranberry juice. You can get them sometimes in strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, but this is like a raspberry. I guess in Australia we'd call it raspberry cordial, but this is not diluted. This is basically natural. So, and my potato, I mean, look, this is jacket potato with mushrooms, but on a cold day when it's snowing outside, this is very nice. Yeah, they've got a simple menu. You can see there from the board how simple it is. Nothing too tricky, but in terms of the product and the offering, these guys, yeah, this is like a toasted dessert. So I'm gonna give this a try, then I'm gonna, you know, eat it all and a little bit later. Oh, it's the cinnamon. It's apple cinnamon. Oh, I couldn't read the menu, so I took a chance. But for a wrap, if you want to call it that, it's like apple pie in a flattened kind of snack. So it's very nice. So I'm going to eat my meal, and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. So down this laneway here of the shop, you can just see how big it is by seeing that sort of second story, which doesn't have anything up there, but I guess they've built it out for the future. But the kind of sad side here of H&M and H&M Home being closed. There's a couple of the local brands open here, Collins and Be Free. This is Be Free. This is open, but yeah, it does look a little bit sad. You can see how huge and wide the walkways are here. This is kind of probably twice as wide as I'd see in Australia. So everything does sort of seem quieter. But yeah, the lights are definitely off here at H&M. Here's one of the US brands, US Polo Association. Actually, this shop looks very well stocked. You know, the shops aren't showing signs of them kind of becoming emptier, and, you know, if they're not getting resupplied, you know, where's their merchandise coming from? Timberland here. There's plenty of shoes. And we can see here Vans is closed. Tommy Hilfiger, it's closed as well. But, you know, it's definitely quieter. I know I'm going to sort of repeat the same words quite a few times, but, you know, I just thought I'd give you my opinions of what I'm seeing right here and how it feels. Now, if my auntie in England is watching this video, I did get a message from her asking me, is Marks and Spencer's open? And yes, it is. It's a little bit quiet inside. You know, there's a little bit of a following for it here in Russia. It's definitely not as popular as it would be in Europe or in the UK. So it does feel a bit quieter in there, you know, when you go. It's maybe there isn't that kind of brand recognition that we'd be used to. And here's another bit of a quieter hallway as well, or laneway. Adidas here, Reebok. Even the information desk is quiet, it's closed. What's going on? Nobody's asking questions. Nobody here at all, even they took all the computers away. And yeah, the Nike store is still open. It's still holding on. So I would imagine it's got some sort of a local ownership or tie-in. We'll see here. Helly Hansen isn't open. And then nor is Adidas, just off in the distance. So yeah, it is a little bit sad, you know what I mean, when I'm walking around, especially coming from a retail kind of background, to see the place as quiet like this. You know, I mean, the shoppers want to come and shop, right? And then where things aren't open. This is the Nike store here, or Nike. Let me know, guys. Do you call it Nike or Nike? So yeah, it's definitely got plenty of stuff in here, and this shopper's going in and out, and, you know, usual guys standing around, and that's fairly normal. And just off in the very distance, the Puma store is closed, and then these other local stores are all open here. Then here's another look down one of the other laneways here with Pull & Bear, and Levi is closed. So you can kind of feel the emptiness just sort of walking around now, especially because of the sheer size of this shopping center, you know. It's definitely kind of noticeable compared to, well, how long ago was I here? About a month ago now. So Nicole, if you're watching, your Crocs store is still closed, and next door the Body Shop. So you didn't get enough signatures on your campaign to reopen Crocs, and it's still closed. I'm sorry, Nicole. And here's another store closed as well, Reserved. And then just looking back down the shopping center here, again, you'll feel that it's much quieter. And then we see here also Kiehl's is closed, and then the store next to it is kind of boarded up already here. So I wonder what that brand was previously. Yves Rocher is open. So So I guess they've got some sort of agreement to stay open. I just thought I'd point out a couple of very well-known American brands here. There's Banana Republic. And then if I swing around, Gap is open right here. I've mentioned this previously that Gap is not, again, probably as well known in Russia as it is maybe in America, Canada, in different countries. So yeah, there's not too many people in here. I know if I went to a Gap in America, there'd be a lot more people inside, and there's just a few people literally inside. It's just not as well known as things like H&M, Uniqlo, Zara. It's just not as well recognized a brand. And here is Massimo Dutti. This is kind of more of an upscale kind of a store. I mean, it's probably a little bit sort of more premium brand than kind of this shopping center as a whole. So everything else around here is not too different. Again, there is people around. I mean, I don't know if I kind of show that it's busy, it's not busy. You know, there's sort of lanes where there's not so many people, and then the next place is kind of full with people, you know. So Joe Malone is closed there. Off in the distance is Chanel, Uniqlo, and then Zara. They're all closed. The Lego store is definitely holding on. So again, my friend Nicole, who watches the videos, your store is open. Still looks full. Definitely no gaps on the shelves. That's for certain. They have all these little kiosks as well as you walk around here. So we'll just sort of do a little bit of a walk through here. The Ace store. Not sure of that brand. Again, I do kind of look these all up later. So yeah, we'll see here Chanel, and then Victoria's Secret. This is Zara here. Even where the lights are all off, it feels a bit darker in this shopping center. They do have a lot of skylights. You know, but with it being a bit of a snowy day today, it's not as sort of bright in here. You can kind of probably feel it in this part of the shopping center. You know, it's this shopping center really is a suburban or a regional shopping center. So it does rely heavily on people driving to this shopping center versus, you know, as many people taking public transport. So it doesn't have that passing crowd like at the shopping center where I live that I've filmed before. Here is the Swarovski store with their shutters down. And then of course we know that IKEA here is closed, which is at the end of this basic laneway right here. So, you know, you can see people walking, but it's, I reckon it's about a quarter full. Let's say it's, you know, if it was at a capacity where it would be very busy, I reckon it's 25% capacity compared to normal here. So everybody, I've come to the end of the video now. I hope you found this a little bit interesting, just to see what the shopping center feels like here on a Saturday afternoon in April. It's still snowing outside. The bus is, this is not my bus, but the bus will come right here behind me to take me back home. So I'm going to wait now for my bus to come. It's actually not really cold. It's about 0 Celsius. So what's that, about 30, 40 Fahrenheit, depending on where you live. It's kind of nice weather, really. It's not cold, it's not windy. It's manageable, but the snow is falling, and it's been falling all day. So I'm going to look for my bus coming. This one's 553. I need 446. So I'm waiting for my bus to come, and then I'm going to get home and put this video together for you. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked it. Give us a comment. Let us know what you think. And I'll see you in another video, everybody. Bye.